So we're going to talk about passing. Where's Chris at? So there comes a time when there's a disengagement, or you're just starting, or whatever, or you pull guard, or whatever like this. Okay? So the thing is a couple things. I need to establish 4 points of contact. He needs to deny me 4 points of contact. But in order for him to move, he's got to obviously move his feet. And I have to disrupt his foot pattern so that he can't freely step at will to position his feet in order to be able to properly, instead of passing, instead of anything, okay? What he doesn't want to do, he doesn't want to walk in all bent over and give me that collar right there. Okay? That doesn't do him any good, okay? He needs to make me work for it, okay? So typically, most everybody passes to the right. That means that they lead slightly with the right foot, okay? What happens here is that I want to connect my foot and prevent him from stepping, okay? Because what's going to happen is that he'll probably step back, and I want to constantly keep him from setting his feet in a proper way for him to engage and pass. Or else, I'm going to be here, he's going to be moving around at will, and I'm not doing anything. And he's got way more mobility. He's got gravity on a rounded rear end and everything. So when I look on this foot, a couple of things will happen. They're either going to step back, and one other foot is going to be forward. Okay? He'll step back. Okay? Or possibly they'll try to step over. Yes. And as he steps over, he's not going to take a small step. He'll probably take a bigger step. And as he takes a bigger step, you can hook back in when he takes a small step, because we didn't drill this like Dancing with the Stars or anything like that. He has no idea what I'm doing. But typically, in order for him to really put your right foot forward here, yeah, that's what he's going to do. So what happens here is that, as I see here, okay, so he'll step in, right foot, step back. Your objective is to help me not move. I'm going at 10 miles per hour, okay, right here. As he tries to step over, take a big step with the right foot. Okay. You help him take even a bigger step. Does that make sense? So, and it's not his fault because he's, doesn't exactly know what we're doing. He did do this. That's what we're talking about. Okay. So, whichever foot is forward, I block it. Because here I can also grab here. Because he doesn't want to be bent over too much, and he wants to get a wider foot stance too, because he doesn't want to be all like together with the feet. So your objective is just to disrupt their foot pattern, and I want to see if I can possibly get him on a straight line. But here, I'm not pushing him away, I'm just connecting my foot. Because oftentimes they think that they can kind of step over. Yeah. And you can make him step. And the back is exposed, okay? Just careful with the knee. But you have to be prepared for that, because as you're here, you kind of move your foot back and forward, and you're able to move around. So what I kind of want to do is see if I can get him on a straight line. If he gets on a straight line, first of all, his feet should never be, so on a straight line meaning feet on the same line. Your feet are wide, okay? So that I can scoot in here and push him down. So I want to be able to actually have that option. If his one foot's forward, I think the foot is forward here. I don't want to do this because he can step with his left foot and basically go around. So right foot forward, right foot forward. He steps back, steps back, and then you can also begin to engage and go into your open guard, whatever that may be. I prefer daily Hiva. You can go next guard, but you got to disrupt the foot pattern. It's key. Because as I go slow, I also kind of want to be able to hook. So as I go in here, he steps back here. You can pop up. Typically, they'll pop back up because they have kind of momentum. Okay, but they're going to be more cautious stepping into your open guard versus you going here. See how that step already put me at a disadvantage because he's ahead? Because I didn't do anything. So if you notice, I constantly disrupt your movement here. Now you have already an open guard. Because you want 4 points of contact. But you don't want to let him get you in a position where you have to be on this defense. defensive open guard. So you're either going to engage on your terms or he's going to engage on his terms. Because what we're going to talk about is how to engage shin to shin. What happens is that sometimes when you're using like this, I can go here, okay? Moves forward here, the right foot. I can go here, shin to shin. So we're going to talk about that next. But for now, you guys are just going to be here. Here. Nice, bro. Good job. Now remember, the objective of your partner is not to beat you, is to give you an opportunity to set your feet properly. And all they're going to do is just interchange right foot, and because here's what happens here. As he puts his right foot forward, I'm just keeping it here. I'm not pushing him back. He's either going to try to possibly step over or move that foot back. Because here he's got also a problem because he exposes his back. And I didn't even do that continuous step here. Here he'll possibly step back. Yeah. And he'll step possibly back. Here. See how he's already back exposed here, here, here. So he's going to be a lot more cautious. And you want to be cautious because you want to get them, again, all balanced. And you want to disrupt their foot pattern. Here, here. See, and now I'm already close enough to where I can begin to engage right foot, left foot, Billy Hiva, X guard, and all kinds of great stuff.
So this whole time you're messing with this foot movement, are you also reaching, like, will you also be reaching for his lapel? Or
yeah, because what happens is whenever you get a person off balance, they have to use their hands to regain the balance. If they don't counterbalance with their hands, they will fall. So what happens is that I'm trying to engage on my terms so that I can get control of him. Whether it be here, he steps back, here, whether it be here, okay, or he breaks that grip right there, or it be even here with the belt, I don't care. I just want to get a connection. He's got a gi, he's got a belt, use it all, okay? Don't do no gi in a gi. When you do no gi, do no gi. If you're going to have a gi on, use the gi, okay? I want to get you, because my goal is not just to sit here and play footsie either. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to submit him. I'm not going to do anything. I need to get in the proper position. So what I want him to do is just be cautious and be aware that he can't just step in on me and just step in and go. Yeah, like right there. See, I'm already late, and now I have to play catch up. I don't want to do that. I want him to understand that for every step, he's going to have a consequence. See? So because you anticipate the reaction. So you know that typically the reaction is going to be, if you put your foot here, his reaction is either going to be, it shouldn't be that, because if it is, he'll have a problem. Why do you think your feet are too close together? From here, if I'm here, I know he's probably going to step back with that foot. Okay? So I can hook it with that foot. It'll force him to move that foot. And you can begin to kind of anticipate what he's going to do, because where's he going to move that leg? That leg can either move forward, backward, right, or left. You know what I'm saying? So that foot typically, if you're blocking it, they'll typically move it back. But if you block it kind of weak on purpose, he'll think he can step. So if I'm kind of here, and he'll begin to step with that right foot, okay, so you kind of already begin to play a strategic game of action-reaction so that he begins to do what you can more anticipate. Because I don't want to sit here and be all like, I don't be here and be all like Coyce was in the UFC going, and you know, kicking that knee. I don't want to do that, okay? And I don't want to push it too much. I want him to feel it's an obstacle, okay? But if his head's down that low, I want to just grab it, okay? So as we're here, okay, maybe my heel's there, okay, so he'll go back here, okay? We'll go here, okay, steps back, steps in, here, tries to step over here, okay, and then you have the other foot. So you have a lot of options here that you can begin to execute. So that next time he starts walking out, he's going to be cautious and it's not going to be so kind of driven to drive forward. And then we're going to talk about setting up shin to shin. Because when he leads with his right foot, and you're here, okay? You can go here, then you can also go here. You can elevate him for shin to shin. From here, I'm just going to keep elevating and driving him forward. You can begin to tap, get him off balance. Okay? Right, just grabbing their both feet. That's why it's bad to have feet like this, because it doesn't do you any good. You got to have a good stance. You don't want to be all like this, and you don't want to be on a line either. So, for the practice disrupting feet. So, the whole idea is down. My right foot forward. He's on his right hip. His right foot. Yes. Right here. And he's kind of connecting it like a monkey paw. Okay? So it'll force me to take a step back. Scoot forward. Yes. But you want that foot a little bit wider? Yes. Like this. Okay, makes me want to step back here. Yes. So you're just going to interchange the feet. So that in order for me to step with this foot and get it around, I have to go here. So he hooks it behind and then can just extend the step. So try that. We'll play with that and then we'll do shin. Ready? 1, 2, 3.